not paid. This is not paid act. I am just trying to elaborate that what I actually feel about Akash right now, because I
Yeah.
have seen him grown up like really, really small. So it's, yeah, time flies, and you can say he justify the thing. I am his uncle only, but I hate that uncle kind of a thing. It's
Yeah.
hard to
How
believe that
how old have you reached? What age have you reached?
I'm turning 37 in next 3 days, Akash.
Damn. You look 25.
This is my USP, This is my USP, unique selling point, that I don't look like 36 plus. Everybody
Okay,
said,
so
okay, you are like out of college or something. No way.
yeah, you should grow a beard.
For your podcast, I have removed my beard.
Oh, okay. So, in your occupation, what do you do in your day-to-day life? Can you tell us your experience?
Yeah, so let me tell you kind of a, I'll give you a kind of a brief.
Right.
So, as Indian parents or any Indian family used to tell their children that you have to study hard and you
Yeah.
have to do something professionally, you have to get
Yes.
a job and everything. And I'm always kind of a child, like who always think, although I was not bold enough that time,
Yeah.
but yes, I was like always like, why I'm going to school, why these classes are happening. I'm not at
But
all.
I remember you were a genius. You used to study a lot.
I don't know. I don't even remember, that kind of a era. So I
Yeah.
was not into studies and everything, and I just always wanted to have something different in my life.
Right.
So after, completing all the, although it's kind of a boring stuff and kind of a, my
No, no,
parents
it's
used to,
not boring at all.
my parents used to push me to go to school, and I was having, kind of a thing that why every day every child has to go to school,
Exactly.
and why they are pushing me to schools for sitting in one place for 8 hours, or
Right.
maybe that time it was like 6 hours or something.
Right.
So but yes, whenever somebody ask me what do you want to become after schools and everything, I don't have any clue. I am telling
Okay.
you this kind of a, I realize it very later on. I'm that whenever people are like, what do you want to become after school, I was like, buddy, I don't want to be in a school. You are talking about what I want to do. I'm like, so they act like, okay, you are confused right now, you are too young, you will not understand, but first you will
Right.
study well and try to complete and everything.
So,
So
which
but
stream did you choose?
I act very differently after my school and college, you can say.
No,
I
no.
was
I'm asking which stream did you choose after 10th?
So I was like, okay, I was not good in mathematics.
Yeah. No,
I
no
was,
one in
I am
our
not,
family.
I am not at all going to be a commerce student. I
Okay.
am not at all good in science. I don't have any interest. So not at all a kind of a science student. So I will
Yeah.
always choose a safer zone. So I will go for arts and everything.
Yeah.
I will go for,
Best stream ever.
keep on, people used to say that time. I'm telling you about like, we are in a batch of 1999, 2000 kind of
Right.
a, so
Right.
it was kind of a era ke, as a boy, you are going to in a art stream, bro, there is no scope for art stream. So I said, okay, hardly matters for me. I just wanted to pass out everything.
Exactly. There is a stigma still about arts.
So I
Even
was
I
like,
was in arts.
yeah, so I was like, okay, I just wanted to pass it out. I just want
Right.
some passing mark, no matter. I
Right.
wanted to
Right.
escape this system from a
Exactly.
very, you can say, I was kind of early in that to figuring it out why people are doing this to their childrens. I was against my teachers, and I have that thing in my, heart, why they are doing it. What is the need of this? What will we are going to do after this, after studying any kind of a science or SST? I have that kind of a dilemma. So
So
yes,
basically, sorry to
basically,
interrupt.
no issues, no issues, go ahead.
Uh, you wanted to do a particular subject, but you were thinking, why are they thrusting upon you other subjects that you do not
Exactly.
like?
Exactly. If I am a good student at a English or a Hindi subject,
Yeah,
so why are they compelling me to read social sciences or
exactly,
maybe arts, or maybe what's the point in that? Why should I be good in
exactly,
one subject? Because I am
right,
getting good numbers or good marks in one subject only particular. So why should they are compelling me to read everything? I don't think so. Everything will come up in my,
like,
coming years,
yeah.
which is beneficial for me. So,
I
but
mean, the
yes,
basic stuff is okay, like till fifth level, ABC, the chemistry, it's
yeah,
all
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
But
When you
after
know
that,
the basics,
yeah,
you know what to write, where to
yeah,
write, you know the
yeah,
uh, grammar or something like that. I know that grammar or English language or even a Hindi language or a Sanskrit language has a
right,
significance. I don't have interest in science. I don't have
right,
interest in social sciences.
right,
So why should I read? Why wouldn't I skip that class and do something else in that class?
right.
So I always have that kind of a mindset that why people are doing this. So but yes, early you won't be able to, as a child you won't be able to figure it out. It was like, okay, this is for your good. You will
Right.
be good in everything. But now in my 30s I figure it out, because everything is vast. Everything now is, you can find what is the reason behind it. So now I figure it out. Although people say you are too late or you are bit
It's never
late,
too late.
it's never too late.
Yeah,
Whenever whatever you will understand, it will
yeah,
make sense to you at a point. You may be
right.
at a 20 years old or maybe 20 plus years old, Akash. You know much more than we when we are 20 or 21.
Dude, trust me, I have done 5 years of law and I'm not going to be a lawyer. So it's never too late to,
Realize, yeah, yeah. Everybody
get
has
your
their
calling.
own, yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
So,
It's not
so
a
coming,
stigma.
coming back to those things. Okay, I also accepted that, okay, things go like this only, my schooling
Right,
will go like this, but still I
right.
will go for an easy kind of a thing. But arts also, it doesn't come easy. You have to,
It's not easy. It's
you
not easy.
have to have some kind of a efforts in everything.
Yeah.
So I was like, I have don't have to do any kind of a efforts in my life. I know what is going on in my life, so I was kind of a that guy. But yes, I just wanted to be different from everybody. I just wanted to go, against the current. What
Right.
people are doing, I don't find it great.
Okay. So you wanted to be the next Steve Jobs,
Maybe I
basically.
don't even know that time what, who and what Steve Jobs does, but yes, I have to do something different from other people.
Right.
So I have chosen arts, and after completing all this, I decided that I will go in animation, because I used to
Okay.
so much interested in cartoons and everything. I always, stick to Cartoon Network. That time Cartoon Network was a big thing for us.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Cable TV, and TV
Yes,
was
yes.
kind of a rare species, you can say. So in that era, I was like, if somebody will ask me what you'll do, either I'll say, at that point of time, I will say, no, I will be a pilot. So if somebody was so serious, what do you want to do? So I was like, always, I wanted to be a pilot, or maybe uh, I'll go something, kind of an imaginable thing, which is imagination and everything. So cartoon was the thing which I was always
Right.
affectionate kind of a thing. I used to have that, my mind in that kind of a thing.
And those two things are two so different, like pilot,
Vast, yeah,
cartoon.
pilot.
Yeah.
So nobody can, they always like, I don't think so. You are
What
going to do anything.
what do you want?
Yeah, what do you want? You are a confused person. You don't know what to do in your life. So I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I'll try to figure it out on my own.
Right.
So I took a professional course in
In
animations,
animation. Yeah.
in animation initially. I thought, but yes, I was always kind of a music lover also.
Okay.
I used to take my badminton and act like a guitarist. So I was that time also I tried to do something different. I don't used to listen Bollywood songs and everything.
Right.
I used to listen Guns N' Roses, try to collect audio cassettes.
That time
That
it
time,
it was very rare. Yes.
Michael Jackson, Guns N' Roses. So I
Yeah.
was kind of a that guy. I
Right.
just wanted to do different things. I like to have Bollywood songs as well, but still
Yeah.
I have a extent that I have to be different from
Yeah.
everybody else. So this difference of opinion or anything you can say, I land up in a professional course in animation and graphic designing world.
Right.
So I started off. I have in the middle of my graphic designing and everything. I still thought at one point of time, what I am doing, is it going to affect anything in my life, or there is still I have to figure it out. So again, confusion. Although I have waited 3 years after my schooling and everything, I have waited 3 years that what should I do?
Right.
People are like saying you don't have time, this time will never come again, which is true.
Right.
You have to figure it out early what you have to do. Time is very
So much
precious,
pressure.
so much pressure, and in that confusion, I was like, okay, let's fuck it, give it a shot.
Right.
So I took admission in animation and everything, but still in the middle of that, because initially whenever you do something, you are very excited. I'll
Right.
give you an example. In this applies in your life every time. Whenever you
Yeah.
do or
It's
you
the
start something,
honeymoon phase.
yeah, yeah, you are very excited and you always kind of a thing, okay, I have to figure it out how this
Right.
works.
Right.
So I was equally excited for my animation and everything, but the way things are going, again, I was like in the middle of that course.
Right.
I will not take out the name of the place which I have done, because it doesn't matter now.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter from where what you have done. My interest loses after 6 to 8 months, because people are there. They are teaching something. They are teaching basics, but they are not telling you what to do. And figuring out at that moment what to do, how to do, it's not a Google type away thing at that
Right.
moment. Or maybe if it is not, I am not that aware. So I was like in a kind of a thing, then again in a dilemma, what should I do? But yeah, I have completed that course, and I
Yeah.
was like, okay, now I have to do a job. So now things started happening. As an intern, you always, whatever you do, whatever you put your time in, 2 years, 3 years, 1.5 year, whatever professional, as you also know, you may be doing your 5 years law and everything, but still
Yeah.
you know that you have to go somewhere
Right.
under someone and be
Yes.
an intern, and you have to learn a lot of things. So same
A
was with
lot.
me. So I have gone to a, by the grace of God or whatever you say, I got a good organization.
Okay.
But it is not a animation house or graphic design or advertisement. It is kind of a event management company,
Oh.
but it's
Okay.
a hardcore corporate company.
Right.
So that was like, okay, I am getting, nobody was getting any opportunity in my batch, and I am the first person
So
who's getting.
why did you, like, if you had an animation degree, why did you choose to go to that event management organization?
The first reason was I don't have much options.
Okay.
There are placement which are, people are asking, if any student or any kind of a non-professional guy completed his degree or diploma course in any kind of a
Right.
stream. In my case, it was graphic designing.
Right.
So the opening was an event management company. I
Okay.
thought I thought they will ask for some 2D guy or a 3D guy, which I do have kind of a basic
Right.
software knowledge. I do have,
Yeah.
because my course was a kind of a mix kind of a stuff. In
Right.
first 3 months they will teach you graphics, then in next 6 months they will teach you 2D, then
Yeah.
in next 6 months, so it's a
Got it.
complete package of
Yeah.
18 months, and they will give you a kind of a glimpse of everything.
Right.
So I hope that I will get a chance in, software based thing in that event management company, because they also try to make 2D, 3D, and 3D was kind of a cool thing that
Cool thing.
era.
Yeah, yeah.
3D
At
was
that
coming
time.
up.
Yeah.
So I have this thing that, okay, because in that moment when we are developing our skills and everything, people used to tell that 3D market is not in Delhi. It is way ahead in Bangalore, or maybe
Yeah.
it's in Bombay.
Yeah.
So I was still confused, and I was like, okay, I have to do something here only, and whatever opportunities will come, I will look forward to it only.
Mm.
So yeah, I have gone to
So
that event management company, but the role of my thing which I have completed and the role what they have offered is completely on a different scenarios or a level. So
then
as an
again, disappointment.
then again disappointment, and this is kind of a rule that whatever you get, you have to do it, whether you
Exactly, because
whether you
after a
cry or
certain
whether
age,
whether you cry or laugh, it doesn't even matter to
exactly,
anybody. You have
because
to do it.
you have to earn after a certain amount of age. You cannot rely on your parents, right,
Exactly,
to
exactly.
earn income.
But still, I was like, inside myself there's a lot of things going on every time at the every
Right,
phase of my life. I was kind of a guy still, I think, but not that much as compared to that time and now. It's kind of a very different scenario. I think less. I take quick decisions now, and at that point, whenever there is kind of a situation in front of me, I think a lot. What should I do next? Whether it
right.
will be right or not. So it's kind of always kind of a thing which goes on and on. And but at that moment, I realize this is reality. It will hit you on your face, and you have to face it.
You have to face. That's
So
true.
yes, I have faced it. That even management company have a different role for me. I
Right.
literally, worked night and day without even sometimes sleeps.
So where were we? uh,
I lost my Wi-Fi.
it's fine. It's fine. Where were you? Where were we?
So I was like, in my corporate job, that you have to accept it as an
Right. Right.
internship, although
Right.
it break my flow. This Wi-Fi thing.
Right.
Anyway,
Yeah.
you'll edit now, so you'll
Ah.
manage.
Yeah.
So as an intern in India, you don't know where are you going.
Hmm.
You don't know whether the organization will carry forward with you,
Right.
whether you are giving kind of a value. Value, it doesn't matter here. All you have to do, show your work, show your, kind of a, or I will say it's kind of a hypothetical scene everywhere, that you will show your hard work, persistence, and everything, but still nobody is satisfied with you. So after 3, or maybe it was kind of a fourth month of my job, I was literally asking them, what should we do from here? It's been quite a time in the organization. Let
Right.
me know whether I am giving some kind of a value. I'm still not asking for the money, but I am asking for you that you tell me
Obviously.
what kind of a role you are,
Yeah.
giving me right now after 3 months. And they are like, it's too early. We won't be able to decide. You have to work
Corporate
more.
bullshit.
Yeah, yeah, you have to work. You
Yeah.
have to, go to a certain level where we will feel okay. You are giving some kind of at least we can get feedback from our team that
Yeah. At least
how
work 18
actually,
hours a day. Only
yeah,
then we'll
actually how
consider
you are
giving you
working.
500 rupees.
Then
So,
at the same moment they're asking you for, okay, we are not giving you salary, but still we will ask you that you will cover all the distances from your own transportations from now onwards, from fourth work.
that's great.
So I came up to, at a point, and I had started, telling my parents that actually what is happening with me.
Right.
My parents was like, yeah, this is a harsh reality, but you have to, carry on. You will learn a lot. You might not. This is not the time, but at one point of a time, you were in a position where you can understand each and everything, and you will try to manipulate your organization as well. So
What
I
was
was,
your age at that time?
I think I was 23 or 20, yeah, 23, 23.
Damn. Right.
So it was quite early because I didn't understand that, that kind of a corporate bullshit.
Right. Right.
But yes, I have make a decent amount of, connections, you will say. Some people are very supportive, some people are like very bullshit. But yes, I have my first kind of a, what you will call that, a kind of a taste that what real world or real job means. So yeah, so that's how my, event management thing started off on this kind of a
So
note.
did you quit the job or what?
Yeah, I finally I quit the job after carrying on for 3 or 4 months, because I was not getting anything out of it. Not money. I'm taking money from my parents to commute.
Wow.
So uh, I was like, why I'm doing? Even they are not giving you the stipend thing, and I am not fit for this job. But yes, I have this thing that I have to do, because one plus point is there, the event management thing. It is a harsh world, although everything is hard,
Right.
but it gives you kind of a lesson. So I learned my lesson that how things go on from here.
Right.
So
So that's
within
a
no,
good thing.
yeah, I have, if I
Right.
lost my money or something like that, or if I lost my time there, I gain some kind of a
Something
exposure
good.
also,
Right. And connections also.
connections also,
Yeah.
because they people are luring me that you are a good guy, you have a good communication skills, you have kind of a, plus points.
Right.
But my counter fight was, I am a guy who's from a software background,
Right.
and I'm doing a kind of a labor job.
Yeah.
But at that point of a time, you know you are always
Forced.
told that you were always told that you are not there to ask them. Whatever they'll give, you have to, accept it in a manner, because it's your need that point.
Corporate.
Yeah.
That's the
So I got my first stint, but I left out. I have made up my mind, because it always felt like, no, I don't wanted to carry on with this, like. So
yeah.
I gave up on the fourth month of that internship, that kind of an internship, and within a month or so, I got an opportunity in another event management job, which I was like looking forward for, because it's kind of a music management company.
Okay.
So
And you love music.
yeah,
So
exactly.
that's a bonus.
So yeah, so I didn't put a much effort, and I find it okay. This is something very interesting coming ahead. So that point of time, Facebook as a social media thing is going really kind of a hype up kind of a thing.
Okay.
Nobody understand what Facebook is, and I'm about 2013, early years of 2013.
Right.
Facebook emerged in 2010,
Right.
but people here, I think, or as far as my thing is concerned, I also started understanding what is Facebook in 2012.
Right.
So that time social media was like coming up, and I got a offer from this music management company that you have to handle our social media. That time
Okay.
Instagram was not there, so Twitter
Yeah.
and Facebook,
Right.
and basically I have to do the promotion.
And it was such a new thing, like Facebook coming up, and nobody there to teach you how to do this because nobody knew. So
Yeah,
it
yeah.
must have been really hard for you.
uh but I will say it was not that hard, yeah, writing like in a professional way is kind of
Yeah,
a hard thing, but
yeah,
uh, it was a fun way because we used to do, although we used to do on our desktops and everything, there is no app, Facebook app, or no smartphones and everything.
right,
We have to log in from our desktop only.
right.
So it's kind of another enjoyment.
Okay.
It's kind of a different enjoyment that whenever you are logging, uh, if you'll ask from anybody who's from that era,
Yeah.
who has started login from your desktop, it is give you a kind of a different high. So
Okay.
logging in the Facebook and watching everything what is going on in your feed is a fun kind of a thing. And
Right.
doing it every morning when you reach your office, it is always kind of a fun thing to do.
Right.
And the EDM industry, electronic dance music industry, is also emerging at that moment.
Hmm.
And little do I know, because I always, uh, you can say kind of a dream. I have a dream to go to nightclubs or a music festivals, but due to obviously budget constraint and everything, we didn't do a lot in our uh,
Hmm.
college days and everything. So that job is like, okay, you have to promote a music festival. Sunburn, you have heard.
Yeah.
So that moment, Sunburn was becoming a big thing.
Yeah.
Electronic dance music was emerging,
Yeah.
and I have to promote that. So
Must
I
have
was,
been
so I
nice for
was like, I was the luckiest person after that job and getting an opportunity as an intern and promoting a Sunburn thing and
you.
everything.
Right.
At that moment, also, I didn't know if I will get paid or something, but I was happy that I will get a
That
backstage
matters
X.
more.
Yeah, that matters more. Happiness is there. So at that point of time, I have done that and learn from that. And that moment, that event management companies was also emerging, but they are not properly hiring the people.
Okay.
So I am not, served for a longest time, but whatever time I had there,
You were an intern still.
I was still an intern.
Okay.
So from that moment also, then I know what I have to do in my life. Although today at this moment when I am talking to you, I still didn't know what I have to do in my life, but still at that moment I know that this is the thing which is,
That was
for
great. Yeah.
me. So I try to figure it out how I will get opportunity in dance music community. So I have
Right.
made connections.
Right.
I try to work with as many as people as possible with
Right.
these type of agency and freelancing.
Right.
And I know I have to do something in music.
Right.
So my Facebook is kind of a, you can say, is kind of a thing which is, now I know, not in and outs, but moreover I know how to pick the right people, or maybe if
Yeah.
I.
You have the experience in Facebook now.
So yes, so I used to sit around and see what kind of a people who are doing the same kind of a work, and just hit them up and try to introduce myself. And I have this thing on my shoulder that I have worked somewhere which are doing really great. So
Right.
so I took an advantage of that experience and try to multiply that. So I've met people of that same mindset, of that same passion, and we thought, okay, we'll do the same thing which they are doing and in a different manner, but we will move in this community.
Okay.
So
So, did you
from,
start your own company?
I have not started off, but I have associated with the people who have already tried to
Okay.
start their
Okay.
own venture,
Okay. Okay. That's nice.
because I have that, I know the what you'll say, you have the key now, you can unlock the doors.
Right.
So I used to hit hit up the people that okay, you are doing sunburn parties, okay, you are doing
Right.
uh, EDM nights. I know, I have done in my past. I have this kind of experience. So that small amount of experience have given me this kind of a confidence. Okay, I can unlock so many things out of it. So I have met those people and try to figure it out how we can do the same, which they are already doing that. So we know the formulation of event management. We know how the music is emerging in India, and people will come up, and we have started doing the bookings of international
Right.
artists, or you can say DJs.
Right.
And at the same time, I have this music thing. So along the side, I thought I will also be a DJ, and someday I will also perform. So I have worked backstage first, and
Okay.
later on I came to know that okay, now I can be an artist as well.
Right.
But the good part was that I know what things go in the background.
Like,
So like I have done the social media thing which I have done. That is the first time when Tiesto is touring India.
okay.
So I have done that in 2014 again when Hardwell first time comes in India. The Sunburn, you can say Hardwell on tour or something like that. I don't even remember the
Yeah.
brand.
Yeah. Something like that.
So I have entered in that also. So I have seen all the in and out backstage,
Hmm.
how the preparation are going on, how
Hmm.
people work there. So
Hmm.
I have this kind of experience.
Must
And
have
then
been fun.
yeah, it was kind of a fun, although it's kind of a hard work also, that you have
Yeah.
to be there for eight
Manage so
hours.
many things.
Yeah, 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours.
Yeah.
Prior, you know what is going on
Right.
before, the whole arena is full, you know what is going on.
Right.
So the same stories goes in 2014, 15. Then there is a little break,
Hmm.
but still on and off, this kind of a freelancing thing. You know the people,
Right.
that interviews also going on. I used to, whenever I'll see any kind of a new opportunity is coming up, I used to hit up, sending my biodata. So you are aware of the industry which you have to move in.
Basically, now you got your calling.
I
What you
got my
want to
calling.
do.
I got my calling.
So the point of this whole story is that although you struggled a lot initially,
Yeah,
that you
yeah,
were confused from your school days to your animation phase
yeah.
and your internship time, but at the end, now you are really successful and happy at what you're doing. So,
Moral of the story is a person. It's not about me. I think most of the human being, maybe some are really mature, or maybe some understand their calling in an early phase of their life, or maybe later. But yes, there are confusions, there are question marks.
there are,
What you do will not resonate to you.
right,
You will always, there is kind of a thing in your heart, or there is kind of a in your mind which will ask you, or you will ask the questions, why I am doing this, and why is good.
right,
The whys in your mind or in your heart are your calling. They try to teach you up. They give you a kind of a focus. So in my point of view now, I think I'm more kind of a content, because I have kind of a story, and I have come to a conclusion that sooner or later, or maybe you will not say it's kind of a rags to riches or success story, but it's kind of a story which has all their ups and downs. But at the end, you know what you are meant for.
yeah.
So this is kind of a message I wanted to give whoever listen it.
No, it's
You
beautiful, man.
always have the why, and whys are good.
And you know the
And
good thing about you, you grinded. You did not sit at home like, if I can't get what I want, so why should I even bother? I'm not
I will
even
also
getting
say
it.
that I was kind of adamant,
Right,
or a strong headed.
right,
My parents used to say a lot that,
right,
okay, you will not get what you want in life. It's kind of a old saying, or you can say a kind of a lesson from
right,
everybody.
right,
But if you are stubborn that I have to do this no matter what, whatever will be the path, if it is a there is no kind of a shortcuts or easy rides,
there are no shortcuts.
but you have to travel and you have to experience that what
Because
kind of a ride you are in.
opportunities will not come to you. You have
Yeah,
to,
exactly, exactly.
right,
So, but yes, it's kind of a fun, it's kind of a grind, and it has your own ups and downs, hopes and hopelessness. I will like to put it like this way, but it's kind of adventurous as well.
right.
Today, at this point of a time, I do have multiple things to do. I have my own business, but in that also, I feel like, will it be or will it not be? I still have the why. Although pandemic has shook everything, the event management thing, but still there is lot of I can speak out to you for another 1 hour or maybe two. There are so many experiences associated with
Right,
my event management course, but yes, I just wanted to cut it into short and
right.
trying to give it out a message to people who are hustling or maybe confused in their life, or maybe they have their own whys. It's good for you, because
It's a beautiful story.
if you don't have these,
Right,
then you really don't know, then you are unaware of your life.
right.
It kind of a give you awareness, it kind of a give you a determination, and it push you to give it your best shot. I'm not
Right.
done yet. I have to do so many things in my event
Exactly.
management things also. But yes, what I
Right.
have achieved, it was always kind of a nobody can took credit of that. I'm proud of that. I have done what I have done.
Yeah, it was your hard work.
Yeah,
That's the beauty of it.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, so I think we should end it here.
Yeah, I think
It
we
was
should conclude it, or maybe we will do a part 2 of this.
right. Definitely, definitely, definitely. So your message was beautiful.
Thank you, Akash. Thank you for
Okay.
having a great conversation with me. And I will give you a suggestion that you also apply the whys of your life every
I
time.
will. Everyone will who will watch this video. I'm pretty sure. So
Thank you so
let's
much.
talk later. Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you,
Bye.
Akash. Bye.